So who remembers what we covered last week?
Last week we learned about the Bhagavad Gita.
Thank you very much, Meenakshi.
Yes. So who can say what you learned from Bhagavad Gita? What Krishna instructed Arjuna? What did you understand from it? Okay, Ayana wants to say a point. Everybody can say one point.
So, what I learned was, so Arjuna was asking about if he kills everybody, he would get sins, but Krishna explained that you won't get sins because you are doing your duty. And if you just kill people for no reason, and if it's not your duty to kill people, then you'll get a sin, and then the next life you'll suffer.
Okay. Thank you, Ayana. Anybody else? On what you understand, and so Bhagavad Gita was spoken at the battlefield. So how is it important for us to understand Bhagavad Gita and learn the message of Bhagavad Gita? Anybody? So just like there is a war going to happen, and everybody has to make choices and decisions. No matter who you are, everybody has to make a choice. Should you do that? Correct? So if we read the Bhagavad Gita, we can know what is the choice that would please the Lord, and then we can make a choice that will please Krishna. And only thing that's important is to surrender to God and do what pleases Him. And when we do that, everything will be perfect. So when you are in our case, so if we are lying in bed, we are lazy, we don't want to wake up, we just want to sleep and then maybe watch some movies, but there's an exam coming. So what is the best thing to do? Study for the exam or just sleep and watch TV?
Study for the exam.
Yes. So if we study to become good students and good get a good career so that we can serve the society and the Lord, then that is a better choice than just having fun now, correct? So similarly, every decision we are going to take is just like Arjuna's decision. Should I fight or should I not fight? So when we bring Krishna into our lives and when we understand Bhagavad Gita, the Bhagavad Gita is like a manual that tells us what is the best decision to make. So here Arjuna made the decision to fight because he was fully convinced what Krishna wants and he wanted to please Krishna, even though it meant he has to fight with all his loved ones on the Kaurava side. Okay, so that brings us to this week's class. So
are you sharing your screen? Oh,
yes. Okay. So what happened was, as Krishna and Arjuna were speaking in the middle of the battlefield, everybody was waiting. What is happening? They all blew their conch shells, and why are they not fighting? And then Arjuna was convinced to fight, and Arjuna came to the position and ready to fight, ready for the commanders on both sides to say, charge, let's go fight each side. But then what happened was, Yudhishthira just threw away his weapons and took off his armor and started walking to the Kaurava side.
What?
So why did he do that? Anybody can guess?
Wait, can I guess? Or
okay, Ayana wants to guess. What is your guess?
Yudhishthira will ask the Kauravas some questions or something.
Okay, anybody else? Why did Yudhishthira threw away his weapons and his armor and walk to the Kaurava side? Okay, so what happened was,
I think that because there were Yudhishthira's cousins as well as Yudhishthira's guru as well in the Kaurava side. So he wanted to see them for the last time. So I think Yudhishthira walked to the Kaurava side to see all his beloved ones for the last time.
yeah, close. He could see them from his position also, but he went to get blessings from these elders. So what can we learn from that? So before we go for something very important in our life, we should go and talk to our elders who are our well-wishers and get their blessings so that everything will be great on the important thing we are doing. So what he did, he put away his... So yeah. So Meenakshi, I think you're not on mute. Okay. So what happened was he went to the other side. First he went to Bhishma. And while he was walking to Bhishma, the Kauravas were making fun of him and said, oh, look at this funny person. He's scared to go to war. He wants to surrender already. Look at this infamous wretch. And things like that. They were calling poor Yudhishthira. But Yudhishthira is actually going to do a noble deed. He went to Bhishma first and prayed to Bhishma and said, please allow me to fight against you. This is a war we need to fight. We didn't want to fight this war, but Duryodhana and Dhritarashtra is forcing us to fight. So please allow us to fight. And Bhishma said, oh, thank you for coming and paying your respects to me, and I bless you victory. So though Bhishma is on the other side, he's giving all his blessings. So we don't see that Duryodhana, even though he is on Bhishma's side, he's not asking for blessings and respecting his elders. And then Yudhishthira goes to whom? He goes to Drona.
To his guru.
Yes, his guru. Very, very good. So he goes to Dronacharya, and Dronacharya also blesses him.
Victory?
Yeah. And so each person, Yudhishthira also asks, how can we defeat you? Because with Bhishma and Drona on the side, they can even defeat the whole armies if they're put together. So he asked, but Bhishma says, I won't tell you anything now, but when the time comes, I'll tell you a secret how you can defeat me. Then Dronacharya...
I know the secret.
And then Dronacharya says, I cannot be defeated, but I can only be defeated if I throw away my weapons and I have all my senses withdrawn and I'm meditating. That's the only way. At that point, only somebody can come and attack and kill me, Dronacharya says. And
one of Drishta Dyumna said was the one who was meant to kill Drona.
Yes. So then he goes to Kripacharya and pays his respect. Before Dronacharya, Kripacharya used to train the Pandavas and Kauravas. So Kripacharya's sister is actually Dronacharya's wife.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Kripi is Dronacharya's wife. So they are related also that way. Anyway, so they went to Kripacharya. He went to Kripacharya and paid his respects and said, oh, how can I defeat you? And he said, oh, I can't, nobody can defeat me because my father Gautama Rishi has given me a boon that I cannot be killed in war. So you cannot kill me. You can try for others, but Kripacharya cannot be killed.
Kind of like some pride he has.
No, he's saying like if the president of America says I'm the president of America, it's not pride, right? It is just I'm saying the truth. I'm not trying to act smart. But if I say I'm the president of America, that is acting too smart.
Prabhuji, who's Gautam Rishi?
So Gautam Rishi is the father of Kripacharya. He's one of the 7 rishis. Each time has rishis. or very exalted sannyasis who knows the Vedas, and they're the teachers of how to understand the scriptures, etc. So yeah, Kripacharya is the son of very exalted rishi called Gautam Rishi, and he has given him a boon that he will not he will not die in war. Okay, so then the last person Yudhishthira goes to pay his respect is Shalya. You know why? Shalya is their uncle, right? Shalya is Madri's brother.
Oh, I knew I recognized him somewhere.
Yeah. So Madri is Nakula and Sahadeva's uncle.
Oh,
but
yeah,
then
who
because
ditched them.
yeah, so yeah, because he fell prey to Duryodhana's scheme to give him riches and make him come to his side. So poor Shalya was tricked and made to that side, but Shalya was very happy that Yudhishthira came to give his respect to him and said, yeah, ask for any boon. Then Yudhishthira said, I don't want any boon. I just want to remind you that whenever you become a charioteer, if you become charioteer of Karna, remember he had told him that if you become charioteer of Karna, just distract him so that he doesn't kill Arjuna. He just reminded that. Okay, and then Yudhishthira came back, put his position, put his armor back, and then blew, before he blew the conch shell, he asked anybody on the Kaurava side want to switch sides? You can come now. Now is the last time you can. And this great warrior called Yuyutsu, he is actually Duryodhana's half brother, because the father is the same. Dhritarashtra is the father of Yudhishthira and Duryodhana, but the mother is different. So Gandhari is the mother of Duryodhana, but for Yuyutsu is actually Sugada. It's actually Gandhari's servant. So this is like the second wife of Dhritarashtra. His son is Yuyutsu. So Yuyutsu, though he is a half brother of Duryodhana, he was always hearing very bad things from Duryodhana, because Duryodhana always used to say, oh, you are a maidservant son, and never treated him like his real brother.
Is he a good fighter?
Yeah, he's a great fighter, and you'll see until the end of the war, he never dies. He doesn't die in the war. So he's a great asset for the Pandavas. So he moves over to the Pandava side and says, I'm going to fight for you because righteousness is with you. So that's a good example of it's never too late to change. So though you are ready to go in the wrong side, you can always switch to the right side anytime. So Yuyutsu did that. And then the war started. And
finally,
elephants started fighting elephants, soldiers starting soldiers, chariots. So the swords were clanging, and look at all the warriors fought, and they're all lying on the battlefield dead. So that's what happens in a war. Many people will die. So there's
I get why Arjuna didn't want to fight this war.
Yeah, so it's blood flowing everywhere. And it's said even today in Kurukshetra, if you go, the sand is red in color there because of all the blood that battlefield took from so many warriors who were dying. So the war started, and it's very, very violent, right? So everybody's fighting each other. And who was the first to die? Who was the first Kshatriya to die? Kshatriya or main warrior to die? Was it in the Pandava side or on the Kaurava side? Anybody knows?
Kaurava?
Kandavas? I mean,
yeah.
Pandava.
Dhruv is right.
Prabhuji, was it Uttara?
Pandava.
Yeah, Uttara or Bhumin. We call him Bhuminjaya so that we don't make a confusion with his sister Uttara, who married Abhimanyu, right? So let's call him Bhuminjaya. So Bhuminjaya is the one who was acting smart and said, I'm a great fighter. And then remember Arjuna was.
Prabhuji, was it Shalya the one who killed Bhuminjaya?
Yes.
Shalya was aiming to throw an arrow at Yudhishthira, but unfortunately, this Bhuminjaya came and rescued Yudhishthira. And when Yudhishthira turned back and saw that arrow was struck into Bhuminjaya's body.
Yeah.
But it went out.
But anyway, that is a detail I didn't read in the book I refer to. But anyway, the first person to die is this Bhuminjaya, the Virata king's son. Okay.
mean the Kaurava's king?
Yeah. No, this is not a Kaurava king. He is.
No, the son of Kaurava. No, his father died in the war.
No, his father didn't die yet. Virata is still in the war. Okay.
Where he was still fighting randomly.
Right.
So Virata is the king, and then Virata's son is Bhuminjaya. So he got killed by
Bhuminjaya is Abhimanyu's brother-in-law.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
But why is he so upset in this picture?
Oh, this I just wanted you to remind you who this Bhuminjaya is. He's the same person who fought the Virata war. He became the charioteer and became the fighter, right? So I put that picture to remind you.
Wait a second.
Okay. So Bhuminjaya was the first person who died, and then the second person was Shweta. Okay, Shweta is the brother of Bhuminjaya.
The guy with the yellow suit.
Yes, and he was killed by Bhishma. And how that happened was when Bhuminjaya was killed by Shalya, Shweta was a bigger fighter, so he went to attack Shalya, and then
who is the second? Who was the second person who died
Shweta.
in Kurukshetra?
Yes.
Shweta.
Shweta.
Oh,
Sweta. Sweta. Okay. Sweta is a guy in the right who was killed by Bhishma. So that happened at the end of the first day. So actually, the war, the first day of the war looked like Kauravas are winning, right? Because two of their main warriors, two of the important warriors just were killed, and everybody was sad, and Pandavas, including Yudhishthira, when they went back to the camp, when the sun sets, they stop fighting, and then there's no fighting. So they went back to the camp, and Yudhishthira was wondering, why is this happening? Why? How is Bhishma able to do all this and nothing has happened to Bhishma? Why is Arjuna not fighting as good as he expected? And he's expressing a lot of sorrow. And then Krishna motivates him and says, oh, this is just the first day, and soon Arjuna will prove how he can defeat the enemy and all those things. But you saw how Abhimanyu was also fighting so well. Everybody, he's just a boy, but he fights just like Arjuna. So we found that Abhimanyu can fight with even Bhishma. During the day, Abhimanyu was even able to break Bhishma's bow a few times and all that. So just look at the bright side. And then, who was very happy?
Duryodhana.
Yeah,
Duryodhana and Shaguni.
Yeah, Shakuni and all those folks, including Dhritarashtra, who's listening to all of this from Sanjaya, right? So
Well, I think he's happy because the Pandavas didn't die, but if the Pandavas died, he would be really, really sad, actually.
yeah, well, he was just happy for his sons. He knew that his sons are going to lose because they are not in the right side of the law or not in favor of God. But then still he was hoping against hope. Sometimes we do the wrong thing and we hope, right? We are still right. We wrote the wrong answer in the exam, but we'll still feel, oh, teacher might overlook it and give me the right answer. So somehow like that, Dhritarashtra is thinking, oh, maybe my sons can still win this. So that shows that his faith in righteousness is not that great. Yes.
So in the picture, Bhumanjaya was killed by Shalya,
Yeah.
but the arrow looks like it's going through him.
Yeah, this is not Bhuminjaya actually. This is Shweta who came to avenge his
Shweta.
brother. Yeah. Okay. All right. So that then what happened was the next day everybody came to war, and everybody was trying to fight very hard. The Pandavas came up with a crow formation. They made their armies arranged in a crow formation, and then Bhishma arranged his army in a opposite formation that can defeat the crow formation, and he actually started defeating everybody because Bhishma is a great fighter, and it was very difficult to contain Bhishma. So Arjuna came near Bhishma and tried to check Bhishma from killing everybody else. And then Drishtadyumna went to Drona and started fighting, but Drishtadyumna was getting injured. He had to retreat and go so that he won't be killed. But Drishtadyumna has a boon, right? That he will ultimately be the cause of Drona's death. So he keeps on trying to beat Drona, but unsuccessfully, because Drona is actually his teacher.
Well, actually, Drishtadyumna would cut his head off. And now it sounds bad.
Yeah. So then what happened was, Duryodhana starts fighting. He comes next to Arjuna, and then he fights a little bit, and he falls unconscious. Okay, and he goes to then his charioteer takes the cart away, the chariot away, and then he comes back to, when he regains his consciousness, he comes back to Bhishma and says, you have to come and fight harder. And he always keeps on taunting his elders. You're not fighting as good as you should. That's why these Pandavas are still alive. So go and fight the Pandavas. And so he keeps saying some things like that.
That's really bad to insult your elders like that. So
Bhishma comes to Arjuna and starts shooting arrows really hard.
Like at the fast as his mind as his head. Like
Right. And Arjuna also on counteracting his arrows. But then Bhishma is very, very fast. And so he was actually
at the speed of the mind.
Yeah, he was shooting it so fast and Arjuna always have a soft corner for Bhishma, but Arjuna was not getting hit because Krishna was moving the chariot so skillfully that he would avoid all the arrows that would have hit Arjuna.
Well, Krishna can do anything. So,
but poor Krishna, he was taking a few arrows on himself. Just so there were 3 arrows hitting his chest and side and all that. But Arjuna didn't get anything because Krishna was moving the horses so fast. So that you can see how the Lord protects his devotee, even though it's going to cause himself some harm. So that's one of the reflections there. And then as the war happened, from one side, Bhima became very, very angry, and he started fighting and killing a lot of Kaurava warriors, because again, it was time that so Bhima went on a rampage. He was like a firebrand. Wherever he went, he was destroying
everything he sees.
Yeah, on the way.
Well, that's kind of like him.
Yeah. Right. So far, he was being constrained by Yudhishthira and Arjuna, don't show your anger or anything. Now in the war, it's a place to show his aggressiveness. So
I
he's
think
bringing,
he likes the war.
so he was shouting his war cry, and everybody,
War cry?
yeah, like shouting like you have a game face, right? I'm going to win kind of thing. So just like that, when you fight, you have that intensity showing, and you're crying.
Like,
Yeah,
"Ah!"
yeah. So when somebody like your opponent hears that, they'll get scared, right? So actually Kauravas, just hearing his loud shout, everybody started getting afraid. And
What?
and the
Even Drona and
no,
Bhishma?
no, the regular army is important, right? Because all these fighters, they when they saw his war cry, they were very, very perturbed, and all the animals, they started uh, doing giving off urine and stool because they heard his big war cry. So
Wait,
that's how
what?
powerful his shouts are. And he actually went, and there were some Kalinga warriors. There were 3 warriors that Bhima killed on the second day. There was one person called Sakradeva, and then there is when Shakradeva was killed by Bhima, then his father Ketumat came running to fight angrily, and then while that was fighting, then another guy, his uncle came, Banumat, on an elephant, and Bhima went and with his sword just cut him. So
Wait.
yeah. So then Shakradeva, Banumat, and then there is Shrutayush. Again, it's difficult to remember these names, but then it just like 3 major fighters of the Kshatriya army were killed. So first day 2 Pandava fighters were killed. Second day 3 Kaurava fighters were killed. So second day was won by the Pandavas, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So end of the second day, and then the third day happened, and Bhishma set up a formation called Garuda Vyuha. So Garuda is like the bird, Garuda, eagle, right? Eagle.
Prabhuji, Garuda Vyuha means it's like an eagle,
Yes.
an eagle formation.
Yeah, the eagle formation was done by the Kauravas. And then on the third day, and then the Pandavas did like a crescent moon formation.
Ooh, kind of like
so that it's like when the bird is coming, a moon is going to cover it up, kind of thing. So that's just some detail. Again, we won't have any questions or anything on that. But it's nice to know, like in those days, what were the strategies they used. So these different vyuhas were happening, and they started the fight, and then Drishtadyumna started fighting Drona, and Drona was very, very severe today on Drishtadyumna. So Bhima came with his chariot, and when Drona destroyed Drishtadyumna's charioteer, horses, and chariot, then Bhima came and slowly took Drishtadyumna away. Now, who's Drishtadyumna? Anybody remembers?
He is the son of Drupad.
Yes, very nice.
He is the brother of
He's the
Draupadi.
son of.
Yeah, brother of.
He's the son of Drupad. Prabhuji.
Yes.
Yes, very nice.
Good job.
Taranji.
Good job.
Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Drishtadyumna is the son of Draupad, King Draupad, and the brother of Draupadi.
Yes, very nice. Correct. Good job. Everybody's listening very well. So, and also you know that Drishtadyumna was born because Drupad was praying for a son who would kill Drona. Remember? Because
Oh yeah, because they were in a fight and everything.
yeah, right. So this is this son has a blessing that he can kill Drona, but Drona was too powerful for him, and Drona was actually his guru also. So he couldn't really fight, and Bhima had to come and help him and take him away from Drona. Then Duryodhana started fighting with Arjuna. He again unconscious and he had to leave. So nobody really important actually died on the third day, but it was just like both sides were matched. And then the fourth day happened. And on the fourth day, so on the fourth day, what happened was, so, Bhima had vowed to kill all the Kauravas. Remember when Draupadi was
insulted.
Yes. So he had said he would kill all the 100 Kauravas, right? So actually, Bhima killed 14 Kauravas on the fourth day.
14?
Yeah,
okay, that's too much.
Yeah. So then Bhima was focused on these Kaurava princes, and nobody, even Bhishma, couldn't protect these 100 princes, these 14 princes, and the rest of them just ran away from the battlefield when they saw their brothers were getting killed at the hands of Bhima, who was very ruthless and very powerful. Nobody could, they even sent like tens of hundreds of elephants where Bhima was walking and banging his mace on everybody, right? So, sorry. So then even the elephants couldn't stop Bhima. Bhima was throwing all the elephants on the side and hunting out these Kauravas. So then at the end of day 4, 14 Kauravas had died. So that day clearly Pandavas had won. Right?
Yeah.
So then, yes.
Did the Kauravas kill some Pandavas on the day? I'm just asking.
No, not any Maharathis or important warriors. There are many Pandava regular fighters dying every day. Tens of thousands were dying at the hands of Bhishma or Drona, etc.
But whoever kills the most important ones clearly wins.
So that day, because 14 Kaurava sons had died, it is like the Pandavas were winning on the day 4, end of day 4. And Duryodhana was very sad that he lost his brother. So he's slowly starting to think that again, should I have really gone for this war? Because he's slowly starting to think a little remorseful because of his decision now, like his brothers are dead now, and they wouldn't have died if he didn't have the war, right? So he was very sad at the end of day 4, and then he went to Bhishma. He went to so
can you go to the next page?
Oh yeah.
Do you go to the next page or what? Oh.
Yeah. So this is the left one, is just showing the fight between Bhima and the Kaurava warriors and how he kind of vanquished 14 of them. So
but why is Lakshmi there?
Okay, so this is a story. So then Karna went, then Duryodhana went to Bhishma's tent in the evening after the war, and he was very sad and saying, why is this happening? We have the best warriors. We have Drona and you, and Karna is not fighting because you are fighting. Should we bring in Karna? What is going on? Oh, I can't even imagine that I'm losing 14 brothers and Pandavas are still alive and nothing really too bad has happened to them yet. How is this even possible? They have only 7 Akshahunis of army. We have 11 Akshahunis. So then Bhishma tells him about the story. So Bhishma, Bhishma was one of the Maruts, right? So,
Maruts? No.
Yeah. So since Vasu, sorry. So Ashtavasus. So he's one of the Ashtavasus. So remember when he was born, he was taken by Mother Ganga to the heavenly planets, and he got trained by the by the demigods and Brahaspati and all that. So there he heard the story about Mother Earth. So you see Mother Earth.
Oh, Sita.
No, this is not Sita. It's just a personification of Mother Earth. So see, she's sitting on the world, the Earth planet. So she is the aspect of the Earth, and she is going to Brahma. And how Bhishma knows this is when he went to the heavenly planets. He heard the story, and this was happening at that time. This mother, when Mother Earth went to Brahma to say, oh Brahma, I'm so sad that all these bad people are coming and being born in the world, and what do we do? All these bad people, Danavas, Daityas, who are atheists and who does everything wrong and who are criminals are all born. So I'm very sad. So what should I do? So then Brahma says, only Lord Vishnu has a solution, because he's the supreme person, right? So he goes to Lord Vishnu, and then Lord Vishnu says, I'm coming to the world and to kill all these bad people. So then Bhishma says, the person who is the supreme person who is now with us is Krishna. He is come to get rid of all the bad peoples for Mother Earth. So this is the reason that even though it looks like we should win, the Kauravas should win, all our army is getting destroyed, and we are actually not winning. And he clearly says that Krishna is the Supreme Lord, and you don't believe in that, and that's why you don't understand why this is happening. And slowly our guy Duryodhana starts thinking, maybe I know Krishna is a powerful person. I don't think he's God. He's still thinking like that.
Yeah.
But still he got a little afraid now that his 14 brothers have died. He's now before he slept, he just prayed to God and said, oh God, if Krishna is God, please save me. Now he's praying. So that happened. And
Is it time for the Kahoot yet?
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Almost.
Yeah. In 10 minutes, we'll start the Kahoot. So day 4 is over and day 5 is starting. Okay. And day 5, 6, and 7, nobody died. It is just fighting. Many soldiers died, but none of the main warriors died. Okay. And then most important days we have to go through is day 8. So
And then the 8th day, Krishna was born.
Okay.
No,
so,
I mean like the 8th day, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. 8th day, he's the 8th son.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Anyway, the 8th day started, and the war is happening, and then there was a soldier called Iravan. Okay, Iravan is the son of Arjuna, and Iravan started fighting with some of the Rakshasas. So on the side of the Kauravas, there is a Rakshasa called Alambusha. Okay, and he's the brother of Baka. If you remember, Bhima had killed Baka. He went in a cart and as food for him, and then he killed a demon called Baka, right? So his brother came to fight for Duryodhana. And then this Iravan was fighting this Alambusha. And Iravan, is the son of Arjuna, and there's a Naga princess Arjuna married when he went for his 12 years, right? So this Iravan has celestial powers. He's a Naga. So he and the Rakshasa were using these magical powers to fight, but ultimately that Arjuna's son died because this demon was more powerful. but then Gadotkaja came to fight against Gadotkaja, is Bhima's son, right? So he started fighting with Alambusha after that. But
Prabhuji, actually, Kadolkaja was dead by Karna, right?
yeah, that's not yet. At this time, he's still fighting the war and the side of the Pandavas. So that will come in future.
Prabhuji, Kadolkaja was a big giant, right?
Yes.
Giant.
Yeah, he could increase and decrease his size because that's one of the features, one of the siddhis they have.
Okay, Prabhuji.
All right. So there was a big fight happening, and then at the end of the day, they were very sad that Iravan died because it is Arjuna's son, and Arjuna was very sad, and Krishna consoles him that it's okay. In the war, this happens, and whoever dies in the war will get a better life. So don't worry about it. And he consoles Arjuna on end of day 8. And then also what happens was Bhima and Duryodhana, before the end of the day, they start fighting, and Duryodhana becomes so beaten up that he feels he gets unconscious, and the chariot takes him away. And after the war is over on day 8, only he wakes up, and he's very angry, and that he was humiliated by Bhima, and Bhima made him unconscious. He went to Bhishma and said, "You have to defeat the Pandavas, or else I'm going to call Karna. You are no good because you are lenient with the Pandavas. You are not doing what you promised to do." And then Bhishma said, "It is not me. It is Krishna on that side who's protecting these these Pandavas, these 5 Pandavas. They are because they are devotees of the Lord. He's always taking care of them, and I can prove it to you." So he said, Bhishma says, "See, I'm going to, I have these 5 arrows. I'm going to give you these 5 arrows, and with each arrow, I'm going to kill each Pandava. So I can only do this once. I'm going to take all the power of my life, and I'm going to put it on these 5 arrows." So he says a mantra and put this into his arrows, and he says, "Okay, tomorrow morning I'm going to use, on the day 9, I'm going to use these arrows, and then you will win the war then." And then Duryodhana said, "Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for this. Let me keep these arrows because maybe somebody will come and steal it from your room or something. So I'm going to take care of this." And he took the arrows and went, and very happy, thinking next day he's going to win the war. So
Nobody defeats.
So only Duryodhana and Bhishma knows about the secret arrows, these 5 arrows.
How can we start the Kahuna?
Yeah. We're going to start in 4 minutes, okay? But who else knows? So
Krishna.
yeah, Krishna is in everybody's heart, right? So as Paramatma, he can understand everything. That's why you call him omniscient. So he has unlimited knowledge of everything that's happening in the world. Not even a blade of grass can move without him knowing. So what happened was, Krishna reminded Arjuna that you had got a boon as a kid, when Arjuna had saved him from Gandharvas. Arjuna had saved Duryodhana from some Gandharvas, right? And then Duryodhana at that time said, "I will give you a boon whenever you want, just ask me for it." So Arjuna said, "I'll ask you later." So then so Krishna reminded Arjuna about this and sent Arjuna to Duryodhana's camp, and Duryodhana was there, and Arjuna came and he reminded him about this boon and said, "You have to give me those 5 arrows." And Duryodhana was so astonished. "How did you know about this?" And then he said, "Krishna told me." So then this is how you see Krishna is protecting all the Pandavas, and even though Bhishma can kill everybody, it will not happen because that's the protection that Lord gives. And this is the the 9th day, what happened was Bhishma was fighting so hard, and he was killing all the Pandava army. And here we see that Arjuna has come on the right to fight Bhishma, to stop Bhishma from destroying everything. So Bhishma's 5 arrows are gone, right, at this point. So he cannot invoke those arrows again. He used all his life power on those arrows. But since he said that he will kill the 5 Pandavas, he was very, very ruthless. And then Krishna was seeing that the army was getting destroyed. And Arjuna was not fighting very hard against Bhishma because he always respects his elder uncle, granduncle, and he wasn't fighting as hard as Krishna wanted. So Krishna just jumped out of the chariot and he took a wheel and was going to attack Bhishma. And Bhishma is in this picture, he's saying, okay, please come and kill me. This is what I want. If I die in the Lord's hand, that's the best benediction. So when Krishna is running, you see Arjuna is trying to catch Krishna. You see, he's
By
catching,
the leg.
Yeah, by the legs.
And he's digging the hole in the ground with his foot.
So, you know, Krishna is very determined to go and attack Bhishma. And then, but Krishna had actually taken a vow that he will not use any weapon, but he's actually breaking his own vow. So Arjuna is jumping and holding his thighs and trying to stop him. Oh, Krishna, don't break your vow. You said you won't fight this war. So, you know, this is what you see. Krishna is willing to even break his vow to help the devotee, to protect his devotee. But the devotee here is Arjuna. He's saying, oh, Krishna, I will fight harder. Don't break your vow. And but Krishna was dragging him for 10 steps, even though he was holding his leg. And then what Arjuna did was he dug a big hole and caught himself his leg, and then Krishna stopped. And Arjuna promised him that he'll fight the war very very, and not think that Bhishma is his uncle, granduncle, and then they both go back to their chariots. And by the time that 9th day was over. Okay, now it's time for our Kahoot quiz. Anybody has any questions? We will.
Prabhuji, when will we, I just want to tell a question. Why did Arjuna grab into Krishna's leg?
Oh, Arjuna wanted to stop Krishna from using a weapon, right? So he picked up a chariot wheel and he was using just like a Sudarshana Chakra to kill Bhishma, because Bhishma was fighting very hard and
he was afraid of Arjuna dying.
So Arjuna being hurt and the Pandavas getting killed. So Krishna himself thought, oh, maybe I should take over now because these guys are no good, right? So he was running, and then Arjuna.
He knows that Arjuna.
Yeah. So this is one of
Prabhuji.
Yeah, the Lord just wanted to motivate Arjuna to fight better. So this is what happened.
That's actually not so.
No, he's not. Actually, he's doing it with the sense of what he should do, but it actually motivated Arjuna. We'll see in the next days how he fights.
Look at all those people dead.
Yeah, so that's what happens in a war. Okay, let's start the Kahoot because we don't have much time. Okay, everybody, you take your device or do split screen, however you do it every week.
I think you should stop the video.
I'll stop the video.
Can anyone hear me? Everyone?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay, the game pin is 317-8515.
1,
7,
7,
8, 5,
5,
1, 5.
1, 5. Okay.
Okay, we have Bhima, who came from the battlefield directly to play Kahoot, looks like. Madhav, Bhima, Ashmita, Twira, Nakula, Chaitra, welcome all.
I'm not ready yet.
Ishwar, Karun, Radha.
Radha?
Mhm.
Wow.
Oh, Mega Pike, I know that is Dhruv, which is too sharp. And then there's Tejeshwar, there's Arjuna, there's Meg.
Oh, I just wanted to come in with peacocks, but
Ishika
It's
is
not
with
showing.
clover leaves.
I wish the things would show, but can't.
Okay,
now.
14 of you are in. How should we wait? How long should we wait?
There
I
are
don't
9
know.
people in the meeting.
Who's lucky?
There are 19 people in the meeting, Prabhuji.
Yes, so we have 15 so far.
And he
Someone's so lucky.
Now 4 more. Now 3 more.
Yeah. And some of them may be parents or adults who don't want to play. We respect that, but everybody can play. And look at her. Tara has a tiger with her today.
Yeesh.
She's going to fight like a tiger. Oh, there we can see Sri Hari ji and Shreya ji. Hopefully they will join.
Oh, yeah, they're joining.
And their cousin.
Oh, Radha?
There are
And
2
Tina.
Radhas.
One Radha there and one Radha there. If you have a green screen that says you're in and then see your nickname on the screen, if you see that, then that means you're in.
Okay, there's Shri Tiger who got in.
Shri Tiger?
Prabhuji,
Shri.
in one of that Radha, it's me.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so what Radha are you? The one with the hash marks or the one with the nothing?
Nothing.
Oh, that's you, Meenakshi.
Yes.
Yeah, very nice. Looks like you're all fans of Radharani. That's very nice. Okay. Okay, there is prayer, 3 prayer hands.
Okay, everyone is in.
Okay,
So,
anybody who wants us to wait, or can we start?
let's get started already.
Okay.
What's that again?
Oh, Shreya with the heart.
Okay. Okay, can we start, or is Sri Hari ji joining? Okay,
Prabhuji, we
Sri.
have one player extra.
Prabhuji, we can start.
There are 20. There are 19 participants and there are 20 players, so we can start.
Okay, get ready.
2, 1, go. Okay, finally.
Okay, why did Yudhishthira take off his armor and weapons and walk towards the Kaurava army? To stop the war, to surrender to Duryodhana, to take blessing from elders, to take a bathroom break.
To take a bathroom break?
What, Prabhuji? Can Yudhishthira go for bathroom break?
So nobody picked that. So that was just a funny choice. Okay.
Well, to stop
Yeah,
the war wasn't one.
Well,
but
if you have to go to the bathroom, you have to take off all this stuff. So,
Oh.
but everybody, most of you got it right. So very good. Again, not to surrender to Duryodhana, right?
because Pandavas never do that. I wanted to be in 21st place.
Okay. Then you can just play slow then. Then
But
Bhima
I have
second,
to try my
Ashmita.
best.
Okay, who defected from the Kaurava side and joined the Pandava side just
Ooh,
before the
yeah,
war
yeah.
started? Vikarna, Yuyutsu, Dushasana, Shalya.
Oh, Shalya was actually the one who died second in the war. I took notes.
No, Shalya went.
I took notes. Now I'm gonna get good.
No, Shalya killed the first person. He didn't die.
Oh, Shweta.
That's a question.
What?
Okay, Tara, Meg, Ishwar are all on the board.
Good
Asmita.
job, Tara.
Okay, third question.
Hello.
Who was the first Kshatriya warrior to die on the first day of the
Good
war?
thing I
Sweta, Shalya, Yuyutsu,
I
Bhuminjaya.
took notes. I took notes.
So we discussed this. Who was the warrior
Acha, look,
who,
I took notes.
who became the charioteer of Arjuna in the Virata war?
Just read them in your head. I took notes.
Oh,
A
that's
flag.
good. Okay.
And I didn't spell Bhuminjaya right.
Oh, Bhima is the highest climber. Very good, Bhima.
Yay! Good job, Bhima.
Who killed Bhuminjaya? Duryodhana, Bhishma, Shalya, Dushasana. So Ishwarji mentioned this in class. I also said.
I don't know.
So this person.
I got it wrong. Well, actually, I got it wrong.
Okay, Bhuminjaya was killed by Shalya, who had changed sides, right? Not changed sides, but whose uncle of Pandavas, but went to the Kaurava. He was the first.
Yay! Finally, someone beat me.
Okay.
Well, I'm still on second.
Ashmita, Meg.
Right.
Okay, who killed Bhuminjaya's brother Shweta, who wanted to take revenge on Shalya? Bhishma, Drona, Shalya, Duryodhana. So second person to die was Shweta on the first day, but who killed?
Oh no, I didn't get this right. Actually, that's good.
Okay.
No, but you can't check.
Who won the first day of the Kurukshetra war? So the two main warriors who died were on the which side on the first day? So the opposite side will be the winner on the first day.
I like this picture. Look, it's a bouncing.
Okay. Okay. Kauravas won because
I don't even see their name.
Okay. Ishwar, Ayana, Tara, Bhima, and Prayer. And then Ishika has climbed 4 places. Very good, Ishika.
Wow.
Okay. Who were the Kaurava warriors killed on the second day by Bhima? Bhanumat, Shrutayush, Shakradeva, all of the above.
I know this one.
So 3 warriors died.
No way, I did that.
Yeah, very good, everyone. So the Pandavas won the second. These 3 warriors on the Kaurava side died. Okay, so Tara is in 3rd place, Bhima, Prayer, and Ishwar 1st place. Who killed the 2 Kalinga warriors on this? Oh, it's a 3, okay? So who are the ones who killed the 3 warriors who we discussed in the last question? Was it Arjuna, Karna,
You
Bhima,
should know
Bhishma?
this, so I should see everyone getting the right answer.
So we said somebody was on a rampage.
Oh,
yes, Bhima.
Someone hasn't.
Okay. Oh, Ayana's got a fire icon next to her. And Tara, Bhima, and Prayer, Ishwar's on 1st place. Ishwar and Ayana very close. Okay, during Bhishma Arjuna fight, Krishna moved the chariot so fast that Arjuna won't be hurt, but himself got hit by arrows. True or false?
I know this one. It's so easy, isn't it?
Let's see. Yeah, sorry, we are going a few minutes over.
That's why
We should have listened to Dhruv and started the Kahoot a little early. Okay, very good. Most of you got that right. So Krishna always taking care of his
Good
devotees.
job, Ishwar. Wait, are you playing?
No, Ishwar is the highest
Climber.
answer streak of 9.
Oh, yeah.
So, who won the second day of war? Pandavas, Kauravas, none of the above, both. Should be quick, easy questions. So the 3 warriors who died, we just discussed. Who killed them, we discussed. So Pandavas, because Bhima was the one who kind of the 3 Kaurava warriors. Okay. And Nakula is on the board now. Good job. Okay.
Nakula is always next to Bhima.
Okay, 11 of 18. Who won the third day after Duryodhana fell unconscious fighting Arjuna? So if Duryodhana fell unconscious, then who would be the winner?
This one's easy. You don't need 12 seconds. We need like 1 second to answer this.
Uh-oh. Sorry, sorry.
Prabhuji, you told that both of them won in the third day. You mentioned that in class.
Yes. So this question, I didn't
I
put it right.
told you.
Yeah.
Something was
Okay.
wrong. At least I got it wrong, though.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Prabhuji, it was both, right?
Yeah. So sorry about that question.
Prabhuji. Hey, sorry. I could be in 21th place in like 1 second.
Okay.
Prabhuji.
So who won the fourth day?
Prabhuji.
Yes.
Yes, Srihari?
So fourth day, Kauravas died.
I left on. Wait, what?
Yeah. All of you got this right.
I didn't even see. I died. You tell the game pin. The game pin. Oh, they want the game pin.
The game pin is down here.
It's 3178515. Right on the bottom of the Kahoot.
Okay.
It'll always be there. Well, only if we finish. Oh, no one beat.
Okay, Mega Pi 4 answers 3. Okay, sorry about that one wrong question. What was the reason Bhishma gave Duryodhana for Pandava on day 4? So, you know, Bhishma said, Krishna is Supreme Lord on side of Pandava, story of Bhumi Devi praying to Lord Brahma. Pandavas were demigods who have protection of Lord Vishnu, all of the above.
I don't know. That was
Yeah, all of the above. All of you are right, but best answer is all of the above.
Huh?
Bhishma gave this as the reason why Pandavas are winning, though the others are against them, because the Lord is on their side.
Megapike! Good job getting on the board.
Okay. No major warriors from both sides died on 5, 6, and 7. True or false?
The one who always be myself.
Okay, most of you got that right. Okay, who killed Shakuni's brother from Gandharva on day 8 yeah, so I think I didn't mention this in class, but this person did that. This person did this before getting killed on that day. Yeah, so it is actually Iravan. So this is after Iravan killed Shakuni's brothers, that he got killed by the Rakshasa. Okay.
I got it.
So Alambusha was the one who killed Iravan, but then before that Iravan 5 brothers. Okay, Ishwar still on first place. Ayana, Bhima, Tara. Who was Alambusha who killed Iravan? We discussed this. Brother of Bhaga demon, fought for Duryodhana, Kaurava, Rakshasa warrior, all of the above. Yeah, most of you got that right. Everybody's right, but all of the above fits Alambusha.
Why am I not going down? I'm getting everything wrong.
Okay, second last question. How did Duryodhana lose the 5 arrows of Bhishma that he would use to kill the Pandavas on day 9? Krishna instructed Arjuna to ask for it from Duryodhana. Arjuna had rescued Duryodhana from Gandharvas, so was given a wish. All of the above.
Do all of the above.
None of the above.
It's all of the above.
Yeah. So that will teach you to
Finally,
be
I'm
more
in
patient.
4th place.
Okay, Bhima and Tara.
Yes. But I'm not in 21st place.
Okay, last question. On day 9 of war, why did Krishna decide to break his vow of not using a weapon? Bhishma was destroying the Pandava army. Arjuna was not fighting Bhishma with all his might. Krishna always protects his devotees, all of the above.
Why do you always do all of the above?
Because I want everybody to read the options. Okay, all questions are over. Let's see who won.
4th place.
Tara is in
I
3rd
got
place.
4th
Very
place.
good, Tara. And second place is Bhima, and first place
Ishwar.
goes to Ishwar, who got 16 out of 18 right, and one he should be 17. Then came Ayana and one more. Let's see who that was. So full report. So great job, everyone who played. We are all learning. You can see that I'm also learning. I'm with the questions. Sometimes I make mistakes, so sorry about that. Okay, so 4th place Ayana, 5th place Nakula.
I'm Nakula.
Yes, very nice. Nitinji.
Prabhuji, is that 6th Radha is me?
Yeah, is this you? Yeah. There are 2 Radhas, 1 in 6th and 1 in 12th place. It doesn't.
This is the first time I'm getting 6th.
Very good. Congratulations.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
So,
Actually, you're in.
all of you played very well.
Yeah, you're in
Congratulations. All of you chose to come and learn about Krishna and his devotees. So great job, everyone. All of you who are here are winners. Okay. So Hare Krishna. We'll see again next week. Hope you have a wonderful Krishna conscious week, and we'll see you again next week. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Bye.
Hare Krishna ji.
Bye.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Aww. Can't write on the board.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Aww. I want to write on the board though.
Hello.
Yes. Hello.
Huh?
Everybody's saying bye, bye, bye.
Bye. I wish I could write on the board. Can I write on the board?
Here, annotate. So you can draw.
Can I draw?
Yeah.
I want to draw. I want to draw. I want to draw.
Okay, you can change the color and all that. Look,
Draw.
all these veterans are drawing arrows. See,
Hey, that's not nice.
it's like the war. Both sides.
I'll
and-
do a stamp. I'll
Okay.
put a heart. Heart, 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 heart.
How could he die? How could he draw?
Oh, so all you have to do is go. Wait, how did you do that?
You annotate and then you have a panel that comes up. You can change the different formats, color, etc.
Can I make it really thick?
Okay.
I didn't hear that.
So what you have to do is on the Zoom, you'll see something called annotate. So if you click that, there's a.
Can I make it thick? Really thick?
Yeah, you can go to draw and then change that. Change to a thicker form.
Oh, yeah. Can I change the color too?
Yeah, change the color. Okay, is that good enough playing?
Wait,
You can turn
I
off.
kind of want to do something.
Look. Okay, Hare Krishna, good job. Look at that target. It's like an arrow target. Very nice annotating by everybody. Thank you for waiting until after class to do that. Okay.
Erase everything. Wait. I want to erase everything. Sir. Oh, I can erase everything. Erase.
Looks like you can't erase your own thing, your hearts.
Oh, yeah. The stamps I can't erase.
Oh, you can. Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. See you next week, everyone.
Aww.
Okay, can we turn off, please?
Bye, everyone. Hare Krishna.